staff of practitioners down on feet.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Hello, Bev.
Hello, Paul.
What? Somebody's in between us.
I know. I feel so apart from you right now, but we've got an amazing guest today on our show.
We do. Tell us who it is.
Oh, this is Julie Wood. She is the foundation's public relations and marketing director, and she has come in to be with us this weekend. It's awesome.
Yes.
Hi, Julie. Thanks.
Hi. Hello.
And I also notice Julie has a name that's the same as yours. How
Well,
could that be?
yes, she does. We share the same name. Imagine that. Well, she's my daughter-in-law.
Oh, how nice.
I'm so blessed. Yep.
So, welcome everybody. This is January 16th, 2017, and we're going to have a great show here with Julie.
I think so.
I think so
Yep.
too.
Mhm.
But before we get to Julie, let's get to our important business about the DreamCatcher.
Yes.
Tell us
DreamCatcher.
about the DreamCatcher.
Well, the DreamCatcher is a global project that was envisioned by Lorraine Mills, and it actually came into being on December 12th, 2012. 12. So
Yeah.
it's an amazing work of art, and we are so privileged to really be the keepers of it right now, and it's hanging in our center in Tucson.
And it's awesome. It's 4 foot across, made out of mesquite wood, the outside. And we'll talk a little more about all the different
beautiful.
pieces at some time. Maybe we could bring Lorraine in at one time.
Oh, that would be
fun.
amazing to have her on our show.
So every week we put somebody in the middle, and this week,
Yes. Oh.
Lester Geisler.
Lester.
Yes, Lester is an old-time recipient. He's been with us for a long time.
He has a
Yep.
great supporter. He actually took the class.
He has taken the class.
Yes, he has.
And has passed this on to his family, his kids,
Yep.
friends. So we have Lester in the middle. Lester's also on our YouTube testimonial.
Yeah.
And we just want to remind you all that we just found this today. If you go onto YouTube and you just plug in BioTouch Healing, you'll get dozens and dozens of YouTubes,
Yeah.
not just from our YouTube site, but other interviews and things like
Right.
that.
Right.
And it was really fun to see. So look that up, BioTouch Healing. We're not the makeup. There is a BioTouch makeup.
Yeah.
And that's not us.
It's not us.
We'd probably like it to be. But,
Yeah.
but again, Lester, good to have you in the
Welcome
middle
to
of
the
our
center.
Yes.
Yes.
And if anybody would like to be in the center, send us your picture and your name and where you reside, and we'll put you in the hat to choose.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
If I remember.
Okay, so let's interview Julie.
So yeah.
All right. So Julie, tell us, what's your experience, your past experience as far as life work, and what got you involved in BioTouch?
Okay. I am a mother of 3 children. So with that, boys, they're all boys. They amazingly have a lot of ouchies and issues and problems. So I've always been someone who has been focused on doing holistic care. I use oils and all of that. So when I learned about BioTouch, I'm like, I might as well try it. And so I use it on my boys all the time, but I also use it with my husband now too. So I would like to say that I've had an experience, but I think it's continuing experience. I don't think that I'm done experiencing.
Oh.
So
Nice.
I'm looking forward to learning more and finding new ways to use it within my family. So
Wonderful.
And what would you like to say to everybody out there? You can look at the camera and look at all those people sitting out
Yes.
there, and tell them what would you like to tell them about participating in BioTouch.
BioTouch is such a gift on many levels. The physical, spiritual. It is a gift to your family, and I can't wait to learn more and use it more. But what I would say is it's helped me grow personally. It's really helped me have confidence in helping my family, and it's a gift. I mean, it's a gift you give, but you also get from it. So
yeah.
I would say everyone should do it.
And so,
We agree.
as the mom, how do you feel about seeing your next generation, your son and your daughter-in-law, starting to do BioTouch as part of their
Well,
life?
because you and I really continuously hold that the family is really our target. That's where we really want to get BioTouch into every family, and the fact that my personal family, my daughter-in-law and my son and my grandchildren, that they are actually experiencing BioTouch together is, I mean, it's perfect. It's part of the vision, right, that we're holding for the whole world. So, and with Julie, giving us those types of testimonials, it just reinforces for me that this is a gift to all families. And that, the more that we can really anchor that in, it just brings this closeness and this love into that unit. So I just can't be. I'm happier than I can imagine. Yeah.
We're so glad you're happy.
When Bev is happy,
Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
So Julie, you gave us an example once of working with Derek, your husband. Mm-hmm. Tell everybody about that, because that was such a nice little testimonial.
He has a very strenuous, stressful job, and it was starting to affect a lot of what our home life, because it was always running from work, homework. I'm in school, the 3 kids, so we were really not going apart. Physically, we were growing apart just because we didn't have time together.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew that we needed something to bring us back together, and I wanted to help him with his stress in a way that, other than just listening and letting him download everything, it's also important to help take care of them. And I wanted to try BioTouch on him. And he's not reluctant in the fact that, he doesn't believe in it, but he is stubborn, and nothing's ever wrong with him. But I just asked him, I'm like...
Sounds like most of us guys.
Right. Yeah. Sounds like a guy thing.
So I'm like, okay, we're going to set aside, I just need 10 minutes. I don't need a lot of your time.
Right.
But we're going to sit down, turn off our technology, completely quiet, dim lights. And he actually let me work on him and do the stress set, the greeting. I mean, as soon as I touched him with the greeting, I knew, because you could just feel him relax.
Wow.
But then also I've never felt so calm.
Wow.
And it was really cool.
Oh,
it was a
that
cool
is-
experience.
Oh, that's
so
amazing.
we set aside time, and that is our time.
Wow.
And so I'm helping him, but in the turn, I'm getting something too. So
That's, as we know, what happens with BioTouch. It's magic.
Right.
You, in that relationship of healing between 2 people, that's exactly what happens every time. It's a win-win. Yeah.
So try it. I mean, just what Julie did with Derek. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, 5 minutes, 10 minutes of it's a cycle of healing. It's a
Yeah.
cycle.
It is. It's a cycle of healing, and it's like when you care about someone and you are wanting to do something for them, instead of just like Julie was saying, just kind of like listening or standing back, you actually have a tool that you can step in and you can hands-on help somebody you care about feel better with their pain or their stress. And what happens in that? You receive back. It's an amazing gift, as you say. Yeah.
And it's nice for us guys too, because we tend to have that, what's that commercial where they hit a wall and they pop up and they go, I'm okay. Or a ball falls on their head. I'm okay. That's the guy's thing,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's funny because we'll have even some people in our classes, women will come into the class and they'll go, my husband, he's, not into this. And I go to all these weird things and I go, just go home. Just say, I just need to practice a couple of things.
Yeah.
And I had one lady once, she came back from the class and she said, you called my husband and you bribed him with something, because I've never had him be so positive about a class that I've taken. And she thought I had really called him and
Called him and
because he
prepared.
loved it. It
Oh.
was just like, so it does meet us at a level, I think, where we know, whether we're the guy or the wife or the kids,
Yeah.
The minute you do that greeting, it
Yeah.
touches us somewhere deep.
Somewhere. It's
Some
so-
memory of healing
Yeah.
and happiness and love and caring.
Exactly,
So,
exactly. That is all innate within us.
Yeah.
And that gentle touch, it's like, oh, let's just unlock this door. And it happens. It just happens. You can't help it. Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks for taking that chance.
Yes. Well,
Exactly.
I wanted to add too that it's without words. So that's huge
right.
because it stays silent. There's no talking.
Right.
You don't
Right.
have to talk.
You don't
to.
have
So you don't you just have to let somebody take care of you.
Oh,
So-
that's perfect. I
Yeah.
love it. I
And,
love
and
it.
have you done it on the kids at all?
I have. I use it on my my youngest. He's got allergy problems, and he's actually we've really cleared out his chest, and he
Oh, wow.
he was really well,
Yeah.
he lived a lot with a lot of sinus and just allergy issues, and now he's probably had a really good 6-month run of just healthy.
Oh, I'm so.
Wow.
And
Thank you for helping my grandbaby.
And then I work on my boys are going through growing pains. They're 13 and 11, so they have a lot of leg pain.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm always working on their feet and their legs.
Oh,
wow.
I mean,
So-
there's not one thing. Seriously, there's not one thing that you cannot address with BioTouch.
Yeah.
Growing pains, really? I mean,
I know. I
It's
just had
perfect.
Angela. We've had her on before.
yes,
And,
yeah.
her daughter hasn't been getting worked on for a while, but she was off last week. And so she came in with mom, and she immediately said, can I get BioTouch?
Aw.
And her main concern was she was getting growing pains. So she said she showed me where it hurt,
Yeah.
and she says,
Oh.
and so I just did the little
my
touching.
gosh.
But
Yes.
she knew what she needed, so it's that next generation.
Oh,
that,
and
well,
children.
not our gen, that
Right.
generation.
Yeah. As we know, children
Right.
just have this built-in sense about BioTouch. They get it. They really just get it. It's amazing.
So when we're talking about generation, what for your generation, the generation of householders and husband, wife, mother, going to school, running a couple of jobs, children running around the house. How do you see BioTouch working for your generation, and how can we get BioTouch to that generation?
I think that we're all looking for a mentor. And I was going to add that's something that I've gotten from you and Bev. I consider you my mentors. Not just, I think that we're all at the point where we're coming into our gifts and we're all looking for a leader. Help us with our confidence. Help us with knowing, are we headed in the right direction? Help us to know that we're not crazy. That we're
I don't know if
feeling.
we can help you with that one.
To know that we're feeling the right things. We're feeling that there's more out there than what we've been programmed to believe. So I think our generation is really starting to. We know we're the next leaders.
Yeah.
Right.
So feed us and give us as much as you possibly can to help us either carry on spiritually or carry on the message for humanity. What are we here for? What is our purpose? So I think that would be my question to you is how can you address that? I know how I've gained confidence from BioTouch and my mentorship from the two of you, but how would BioTouch, how does that help confidence for anybody in self-awareness?
Good question.
Good question.
And I think for me, that's the reason I started doing BioTouch. The fact that bodies get better, that's sort of the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
But the self-awareness part of it, which is not having to talk about. We don't have to talk about it. It's not a philosophy. It's not a spiritual, religious belief system. But somehow, as you just said, by just taking the two fingers, lightly touching someone below the breastbone and to the left of that big bone, brings us into relationship. Brings us into the now, into the moment. And what I find, and the reason I keep doing it is, it makes everything okay. It makes who you are okay. It makes the life you're living okay. It says right now, I'm okay. And everyone around me is okay. And I don't even have to like the person I'm working on.
Right.
But if I do that greeting, the judgments go away. And so I found in this technique itself was the ability to come to what we talk about as forgiveness or love or acceptance,
Yeah.
not just for another, but for the work that we're doing ourselves.
Ourselves.
And I find that the more people just do it, even if they just do the greeting, the more they come into themselves. And we've been talking about, we're able to open the gift that is ours and begin to use it, which is whatever talents we come with.
Right.
And that's what I like about BioTouch.
Yeah.
When I was working with my niece, she was calling her friends and she was going, "This is amazing. You need to talk to my uncle because he's telling me all my darkness is okay.
Yeah, right.
All my judgments are okay. All my insecurities are okay." And I think that's what I like about BioTouch's presentation.
Yes.
It works regardless of who we think we are, what drama we're playing out. It still works.
Thank
So,
heaven
Yes, thank heaven.
for that. Yeah. I think for me, what it has done for me in my journey with this foundation and with Paul, I have that confidence, which was one of my issues, I'll just say. What BioTouch has done to me in my own self-awareness, it has brought me to a point where I'm trusting myself about the decisions I make, and in my personal life and in my interactions with the foundation, I'm like trusting myself more. And for me, BioTouch is a gift of hope. In the midst of everything, when we use BioTouch, we are opening ourselves up to something that gives us hope that we can move forward and open ourselves up to, as you and Julie have mentioned, our gifts and talents that we're here to serve with. So
And trust is huge as a parent. So when you said that, that's totally true. Trusting the decisions that you're making with an earache or with, not sleeping or a cough. So yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Huge. Yeah.
So through that, let's teach a little set, and we have a little story with it. We have the lung set here today.
Yeah.
And so let's just show that, and then we'll talk a little more.
Okay.
The lung set may be used to address any conditions affecting the lungs. The lung set has 3 steps. To begin step 1, hold at X, which is in the notch at the top of the breastbone. With the other hand, touch points 1 through 6. Point 1 is on the rib cage where the
There we go. Once again, technical difficulties.
Okay.
So the lung set, if you really want to learn it, you can go online and get our manual and our DVD through an ebook. If you become a member, that has the links to all these. It worked earlier and it didn't work now. Yay for technology.
Well,
It just has a few sets of points. All these sets have just a few sets of points that you touch in different ways.
Right.
What I wanted to share when we were talking about trusting was we had a woman who I used to do the lung set on her, and an elderly woman. She had emphysema or COPD, something like that, and worked on her every week. And one week she didn't come in. She was in the hospital, and I thought, oh, damn it, BioTouch ain't working. You know, I'm a failure.
Yeah,
you know?
I know. Yeah.
And after a few weeks, she came back in. She said, "Oh, I couldn't wait to get back to BioTouch. I was waiting in the hospital. I wanted to get back." And her sense was BioTouch had actually released some of that fluid that was stuck in her, but she couldn't expel it. And so she had to call 911, and they had to take her in and put a syringe in to get the fluid out.
There you go.
And yet she couldn't wait to get back to BioTouch.
Wow.
And that's when I really recognized the importance of working with your healthcare practitioner.
Which
you
we
know.
always encourage.
Yeah.
We always
So
do
whether
that.
it's an earache or a toothache or,
Right.
you do BioTouch because that's what you have, and then you work with the healthcare practitioner
Absolutely.
for the art of medicine.
Yeah.
And together, that's just a wonderful tool that
It
we
is.
can use together.
It is. It's an amazing tool. actually.
So we have a class this weekend.
Oh, we
here at
do?
Tucson,
The
yes.
first practitioner training
Of the year.
Yeah.
So if you're here in Tucson, please join us. If you've taken a class, you're allowed to join us for free if you're a member.
Being awesome. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's $48 for the 2 days.
Yeah.
$60 you can bring the whole family, and at the same address, and $60 also for massage therapists who can get 10 CE credits.
10 CE credits.
That's this weekend.
Yep.
Contact us if you have more questions. And next week we do our workshop,
Our
workshop,
workshop. Oh, boy.
IBS and Crohn's.
Yes, that's going to be a good one.
And the end of the month, Howard's doing a workshop up in Phoenix. So contact, our website has information to
Yeah.
contact him.
Thank you, Howard.
And we just encourage you to learn it,
Yeah, yeah.
we just-
it's kind of like go and really ask for and receive the gift that is already yours. Just
Right.
go claim it. Go claim a gift called BioTouch that is here for every single one of you, and just embrace it.
Embrace it.
It's
Just
yeah.
like we embraced Julie.
Just like, oh, Julie,
Thanks,
you.
Julie, for
No,
being here.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
thanks for helping lead the organization to its next phase.
Absolutely.
Julie's
Exciting.
really,
So grateful.
Julie's
Yeah.
done some amazing work with us,
She
and we
really
look forward to
has.
working more
So-
with her.
So lucky to
Yes,
have her.
we
Blessed
are.
we are. Yeah.
Thank
we
you
are.
for having such a nice daughter.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you, my son.
He's watching.
Yeah,
She's
I know.
watching. Hi, Derek.
Hi, Derek.
So thank you for another morning with Bev,
And Paul.
and
Yep.
we'll see you all next week.
And have a glorious week, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
From all around to the sun, they come here